Ken, 5 beans. Friedman's reporting. Bedard agent has advised him not to sign an extension with Chicago and let his entry-level contract expire.
Do we have something going on here
I think we do.
in Chicago?
I look at all the heat this kid's taken, and I look at how little they've done to support him with anyone that's got offensive skill he can play with.
I think that's too simplistic. I don't disagree with you, and I jumped on you a little bit there, but I'm wondering if, like, what's
do you
going
have
on
a-
in this organization?
So if I can finish, then they fire the coach. Sorry, Dean, just want to finish the thought here.
I know you do.
And then we hear all this pressure the team's under about ticket sales, and you're like, everything's getting put in Connor here. That's idiotic.
And what's your theory?
I think everything has been put on Connor. I don't understand how, when I asked Dregs the other day, is Chicago a destination? He's like, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that speaks that guys that are still in the game, the agents and the players, know that there's a shit show going on in ownership and front office.
Mm-hmm.
It feels a little different when it's Joel Quenneville and Dale Talon and Rocky Wirtz to now being one of the Wirtz boys and Kyle Davidson and
I don't know.
the coach from Rockford.
Yeah, you're
Something's off, and the Bedard thing. I think he's bearing the brunt of it. Is some of it maybe deserved? He's a 20-year-old kid. He shouldn't be having to deal with.
not having a great year, but
No.
there's lots of factors to that.
And you look at the kid. And the kid looks miserable, and he should be.
Yep.
I said it the other day. He's 20 years old, second year in the NHL, and you're already annoyed with playing. Like, something's off. And it's not just the Bedard situation. There's more to it, I think. Something's good. That front office better get their shit together.
Do you remember when they won the draft
Chicago
lottery?
should be a great spot to go.
Yeah, if they're not winning, it's not. Like you saw it when it wasn't, when it was Daze and Arneson and a bunch of dusters. Like when they're winning, it's one of the best markets on earth.
Yeah, but when you're winning, it's easy. I'm saying that Chicago, the city of Chicago, the fan base that, like, when that building, Chelsea, what's that?
Chelsea Dagger.
Chelsea
yeah.
Dagger. Like, everyone that watched sports was like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And now nobody wants to go to Chicago.
Not until they're good. Then
You know
people
what?
want. Yeah.
Governor of Chicago, get your head out of your hoop too.
Governor, get your
Chicago.
head out of your
The
hoop.
Chicago governor, yeah.
Illinois, not governor of Chicago.
And I don't know, maybe
Mayor
they are.
Mayor of Chicago's an idiot.
It feels like they're a long ways away from being good.
Yeah. They took the Lev Shunov kid second overall, and he just made his NHL debut in the last week or so. Looks really good. Defenseman. They're going to pick really high again this year.
And they got tons of
But
cap space, and they got tons of money, and they don't spend it on anything
They tried.
good.
I think they were
And no one wants to go there.
No.
That's scary.
Yeah. And I get it. Like if you're Jake Gensel and Chicago offers you way more money than Tampa, I understand why Jake Gensel picks Tampa. And in 5 years, if Chicago is good and Tampa's not, I'll understand why that same player in the same spot's going to pick Chicago.
Tyler Toffoli.
Toffoli.
Toffee. Did we have Toffee Fay in the
Tough
can?
Doug?
No.
I like
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Do that next.
Yep.
But he's an example. He signed in San Jose. Wouldn't that be in a guy that could play with Bedard? Would be better
Yep.
than the dusters he's with?
Probably the type of guy that they would have chatted with this summer. Yeah.
You know who else? Yegor Sharangovich would be a great
Gotta
guy
be a
to
great
ride
one.
shotgun.
Are you Igor?
Unbelievable.
Wait till you get a load
He's
of
a shooter, Dean.
Shoot or
True.
shoot.
Yeah, that's what Bedard needs, is a guy like that.
They won the draft lottery, and the word was they sold like thousands of season tickets within hours. And I think that's almost part of why their expectations are out of whack, because he's hailed as this like demigod that's
Wow.
going to change everything in Chicago. The people are like, wow, we're picking first. This is going to be our Patrick Kane, another dynasty on the way.
Listen,
And it's never that quick or easy. And then they overreact and fire the coach. Like, I just feel like he hasn't done anything wrong. They haven't given him enough. And yet everyone wants to point at something, and they point at Connor.
it's like everything in life. There's two sides. But the DUG brought you the news first. It was years ago. The DUG went, watched the game. He reported,
Mhm.
hot take, this guy is not McDavid. Is that what he said? Something like
It was, yeah, he's not as good as the other guy.
That's
Not as good as
not
McDavid.
as good as the best player in the
You
world.
know what, Bedard? Pack it in.
Yep. Sad to see it go so poorly there. It's weird.
I am sad because I like having Chicago good. That's
And so back to the news. He can sign an extension this summer. Why would you? I don't want to marry that front office yet. I want to see them do some things first.
we could talk about this in the offseason.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Rhett's
Ken.
trying to get out for lunch. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to check out more of our content right here on the Flames Nation YouTube page. We had a bunch of great long form interviews. You can check out some videos we've done as well outside of the studio. And of course, if you want more writing or merchandise stuff, flamesnation.ca or nationgear.ca. Appreciate you watching.